Hey guys, it's Drea. I wanted to do a get ready with me today. A couple of you have asked me recently to do like full face tutorials where I've been doing a lot of just eyeshadow tutorials. So I figured this would be a good way to do it. A couple of you asked me for a get ready with me. I don't know what's so interesting about me that you want to get ready with me, but we'll do it. I'm getting ready for work and I have my coffee here. So let's just jump into it. I also wanted to do like an all drugstore look today. So everything you see here is drugstore. The only thing I forgot to grab is drugstore eyebrow stuff. You might not hear me say every single thing that's going on my face depending how chatty I get, but all the products will be listed in the description bar below. This is the only drugstore eyeshadow primer that I own and use. This is the one from Essence. It's called it's all rubbed off. I love color intensifying eyeshadow base. So I am going to be using this Wet n Wild palette today, the Rosé in the Air palette. I'm just going to take the cream color in here and use that to set this primer because this primer is really, really sticky. And if you don't set it, your eyeshadow will not blend properly. So that's why you see a lot of people set their eyeshadow primer regardless what kind it is, for that exact reason. I honestly haven't decided what kind of look I'm going to do. This is all like blindly. I'm just winging it like I do every day for work. What do you guys do when you go to work? Do you have a plan for what you're gonna put on your eyes? Because I absolutely never have a plan. I'm just going into this transition shade up here. It's actually called transition. I guess they both are, but one is like warmer, one is cooler. No, I never ever have a plan. I just start putting eyeshadow on and I see what happens. I usually know like what palette I'm gonna use, what colors, but like I don't tend to wear my really colorful looks to work, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I never know like, okay, today I'm gonna do a halo eye, or today I'm gonna put, you know, gold on my lid. I have no idea going in. I started watching Orange is the New Black and then I just kind of stopped. I don't know. I watched like 4 episodes and then I just kind of forgot to go back to it. I'm going into this red shade. I said halo eye earlier and I kind of like that idea. I don't do halo eyes very often and I think that might be fun. So I'm going to put some of this on the outside and some on the inside of my eye. Anyway, I really love Orange is the New Black. I loved the last couple seasons, but this year, I don't know. There's something with the first couple episodes that just have not hooked me. And I'm always looking for shows to binge on Netflix. The one weird one that I was like so into, which is so stupid, is, you know, Storage Wars? Well, there was a Canadian version called Northern Treasures. I loved it. I loved all the people and I don't know what it was. It was like so good. I don't know if you can get it on Netflix US or not, but yeah, I loved it and there's only 1 season of it and now I'm like, I really hope they record another season because I really was interested in that a lot. Literally lately all my life has been work, filming as many YouTube videos, getting them up, getting them edited, filming as many as possible, which is not just like me doing it for you guys. It's literally the thing that I love and I feel relaxed every time I film or edit or post or whatever, read comments. Like the whole experience for me is just so perfect. That's why I love YouTube so much. So doing that, so work, cleaning my house. Yeah, what else? Oh, literally the only thing that me and my husband do to like relax lately is we go out on Friday nights to karaoke. And we don't do it every Friday, but it has been every Friday for the last little while. And it's been just real fun. You know, it's really hard to make friends when you're an adult. You really only make friends with people you work with, or like maybe if you go to a church, like that kind of thing. But you know, you don't go out and make friends with people usually when you're an adult, which is sad. Like I wish there was a thing where like you could just say like matchmaking, like Tinder but for friends. And I know that people have tried that in the past, but I've never seen it actually work. But I wish it was an actual thing, you know? So anyway, we've been going to this, oh by the way, I'm dipping into this like really dark brown here. We've been going to this karaoke now for a few weeks and now it seems like we're actually becoming like part of the crowd there. Like we're becoming the regulars where we walk in and the bartender, who's just so wonderful, by the way, she's so sweet, you know, just brings us our drinks. We don't even have to order them at this point, which is so nice. Like you just come in and you sit down. It's kind of like going into Cheers, you know, Those of you that are young wouldn't remember Cheers, but us old ones, we do. So anyways, that's been awesome. I never used to think I was a really good singer. Like, my husband is a great singer. Just sexy voice. Like, it's amazing. He's such a good singer. Anyway, and I never used to think I was. Like, I would sing here and there in karaoke, but I really only had like my 1 or 2 specialty songs to sing. And now I feel like I'm A, getting out of my comfort zone a little bit and singing more, or B, just having the willingness to get out of my comfort zone. And so I'm just trying to like figure out more songs that I want to sing. And I actually think that as I've gotten older, I've gotten better at singing. Like, people tell me when and this isn't a brag, but people tell me when I sing, like, they come up to me after, they go, oh, that was awesome. And I'm like, I've always described myself as a passable singer. So like, I'll sing and you won't want to cringe and cover your ears, but it's not like the most amazing voice you've ever heard, you know, like that. And so that's kind of how I view myself. And again, it's karaoke, so it's not like it's like the most, these aren't recording artists, but I will say this, everybody at the karaoke we go to, like 9 out of 10 are amazing. So I don't know what it is about this karaoke, but the singers there are actually really, really good. So it's kind of hard to like, I don't know, take that like compliment and run with it. But I want to, like, I want to continue to like get better. So I'm trying to think of songs that I want to sing that fit my register, that kind of thing. So I'm going to tell you guys the kind of songs I sing, and then maybe you can give me suggestions. So my go-to song always has been Silver Springs by Fleetwood Mac. And if you love Fleetwood Mac, you probably know that song. If you've ever seen the, what is it? The live concert where Stevie Nicks is singing that to Lindsey Buckingham. Literally, I've seen it probably 100 times, and every time she gets to that part where she says, I'll follow you down till the sound of my voice will haunt you, and she's growling it at him, I get shivers. Like, I get full body shivers when I see her do that. And anyway, so that's been my go-to song. I love that song to sing at karaoke. I can really sing it well. Actually, it was my husband originally, like 17 years ago, that told me to look that song up and learn it and sing it. So that's always been the song I sing. Then we sing duets sometimes. So not very often, but we can really kick ass on Time of My Life, you know, from Dirty Dancing. Like, we bring the house down when we sing that. It's really good. And so that one is really fun. I love singing that, but we don't like to do it a lot because it's like, you don't want to wear out your welcome on certain things when they're special, you know? It's been a long time since I used this. This is Amber Brush from L'Oreal. I want to put this in the middle of my lid. Like I said, this is all drugstore. So, oh, look how pretty that is. Yeah, Halo Eye was a good idea. Anyways, okay, so recently I've been singing some Miranda Lambert. I really love to sing that song, Mama's Broken Heart. That song is, it's like a barnstormer. It's like real good. It kind of brings the house down. It's fun. It's like people get dancing. It's really fun. Like, there's some songs that might be fun, like fun for the singer to sing, but that are kind of boring for people to listen to. So I always like these kind of songs that are like, oh yeah, that's like a real good, like, get up and dance song. I also like to sing other Fleetwood Mac songs, like Dreams is kind of a good one for me. Or my husband likes it when I sing that song by Sixpence None the Richer called Kiss Me, which is really good. Like, it's a good song, but it's very kind of in the middle. Like, it doesn't have a lot of ups and downs. I'm going to go in with a primer now and do my face. This is the Infallible Matte Lock Primer from L'Oreal. Okay, so now that you know kind of some of the songs that I like to sing, or my tone, like, it's very, I can't sing really high. I don't even know, like, what, I don't know what a soprano and alto, I don't know what any of those things are. But I kind of sing like in the middle. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't sing really high. So those are the kind of songs I'm looking for suggestions. So anyway, I just like the idea of kind of stepping out of my comfort zone. I have no problem now. I have no like stage fright. I remember way back when I did karaoke, like when we first met. I definitely had stage fright. Like I was scared to get up there, but now it's like, no problem, man. Let me march my little butt up there. And I've been really getting back into country music. Like I love Carrie Underwood. I only really started listening to Miranda Lambert recently. I used to listen to a lot more country. Oh, I love the Dixie Chicks too, but I don't know. Have they done anything really recently? Anyways, I feel like in the last couple of years, I just kind of like gave up on listening to my own music interests, and I just kind of like let my husband take the wheel with everything and be like, yeah, you just control the music all the time, because he's the one who wants to, you know, he's the musician, so he has all his favorites, and that's fine for the most part. I really like everything that he decides to put on, but I feel like I just have really been getting into country. So like if I'm doing my makeup or if I'm in the shower, I'll just put on Spotify and like put on country music stuff. So let me know what your favorite country songs are. New artists. Like sometimes I just put on the like country playlists because I don't know anybody anymore. Like I don't know who anybody is. I mean, I came up in the time of Shania. Like that's who was country music when I was just listening to music as a teenager, right? So anyway, now I'm just like, okay, who is anybody? I have no idea. All right, so that's the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. I'm gonna color correct with my Hard Candy primer, and then Hard Candy color corrector. And then the concealer that I'm using, I kind of talked about recently in a video about how I have been enjoying it for not being so full coverage. Like this is the Outlast All Day from Covergirl, and I just feel like it's definitely kind of more sheer light coverage, but I like that, especially in real life. You can still see my dark circles a little bit through this, but it just is so much more hydrating than all my other concealers, and I just really have been enjoying it a lot. So I'm gonna do this. I like to wear this for work because, you know, I put on my makeup at work. I put on my makeup for work, and then by the time I take it off that night, it's sometimes 12, 13 hours later. So you know, I want something that's not going to feel like super dried out all day long. And plus, whenever I wear like a really drying under eye concealer, I find that my fine lines show way more soon. I guess they just come out sooner than if it's a more hydrating concealer. So I'm going to set this with the e.l.f. Under Eye Setting Powder. I will talk about this a little bit more in my Bought It Forgot It, which I will be doing that update pretty soon. Actually, the Wet n Wild palette is in that as well. I'm not really baking. I'm just kind of lightly baking with this. It's really hard to get any brush, sponge, anything into this tiny little container. So I'm just kind of lightly applying it with my sponge. And I will wipe it off if there's any excess, but it's not really baking. It's just kind of more like get as much as you can on there because it's kind of difficult. I'm not going to cream contour or cream blush or anything, cream highlight, nothing. So I'm literally just going to set my foundation. This is the Stay Matte powder, the loose powder from Rimmel that I love. I have no drugstore eyebrow pencils. The only drugstore eyebrow product that I still have after my declutter is this. It's the Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit. I'm just going to be using the darker shade, shade number 2. I'm going to stay on camera, but I'm going to just kind of like speed this part up just so you guys, you know, don't have to sit through 5 minutes of me doing my brows. This is such a different brow look than what I'm really used to because it's so much more natural looking with a powder as opposed to a pomade. but we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna bronze. This is the Annabelle Perfect Bronze Bronzer in the shade Sun Goddess. Yeah, this one's the Sun Goddess one. All right, I need a vacation, you guys. I feel like I've just been working my ass off for the last couple of years with no like real vacation, and it's time. And I need like a second honeymoon type vacation. Do you know what I mean? Like, I need it just to be me and him and just like go like, listen, there's no love lost. Like, we're all over each other all the time. But I mean, like, you still need like a time alone sometimes, away from your kids, away from your family and your life, you know, just for a short time. Then you can come back and feel like recharged and reconnected to each other. That's absolutely what I need to do. We've been talking about going to Cuba again. We haven't been in so long. I think it was 2015 when we went last. And at one point we were going like every year. We've been 4 times now, I want to say. So anyways, I need a vacation. I need a vacation from my life. I need a vacation from adulting. Like, I'm done with adulting for a while, let me tell you. And it needs to, like, I just need to get away from everything. Okay, this is Milani, what is it called? Dolce Pink, which I have really never used. And I pulled it into my Shop My Stash this month because I really wanted to try it out, and I knew it was going to be pigmented, and it very obviously is. So I'm gonna just blend that out a little bit just with a clean brush. So those of you that watch Bob Ross, do you ever watch him like smack his paintbrush and he would go, "I'm beating the devil out of it"? Well, I do that with my highlighter brush because I do wash them, but you know, I reuse them so many times between washings that I want to get off what was on it. So I always do this like on my table, and I can't ever not think of that. And I'm always like beating the devil out of my brush right now. Look how pretty this is. Like, it's untouched. This is the Wet n Wild Blossom Glow highlighter, which I've never tried on my face yet. It's supposed to be a dupe for Dior 002. Like, it's definitely like icy and pink. Really pretty. I'll have to give you my thoughts on whether I think it's a dupe after actually wearing them together or something, but it is really pretty. I'm just gonna do a tiny little wing with the Physicians Formula Eye Booster pen. I had to replace this just yesterday. This is a brand new one. These do, like, they're really great. They do tend to dry out pretty quickly though, but so does my NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I haven't ever really found a liquid liner that lasts me more than 3 months. They all kind of dry up pretty quickly, especially when you're putting them on top of eyeshadow. I just feel like that just kind of takes the lifespan down a little bit. Yeah, so I just want to do like a tiny little baby wing like this. Again, going to work. They've seen me do some crazy stuff at work, but mostly I just like to be pretty, just pretty, like not too over the top. I'm just going to spray my face. This is the Hard Candy Brighten, the Sheer Envy Brightening Setting Spray. It has vitamin C rose water in it. I'm kind of using this in place of how I would use MAC Fix Plus to just kind of take the powderiness away from my face and meld the highlighter, blush, bronzer, like everything together. This is definitely not mattifying in any way, and to be honest, I might go in later with like a mattifying setting spray before I go to work, but this is just kind of gonna like make this all work together. All right, this stuff is really, like, this smells so nice. It smells like real roses. I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes. And yesterday, when I was picking up my replacement eye booster, I happened to like see these were on sale, and it's been so long since I've tried this. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. So this is the one, remember, like Jaclyn Hill would always go on and on about. And by the way, I always spray my face with setting spray before I put on mascara, just because I don't want the mascara to smudge in any way or like run. Did any of you see Jenna Marbles' video on the best mascaras for crying? And no, not crying to like keep them on, like how well they can make you look like you're up at 5 a.m. crying over your ex-boyfriend. Like, it was great. It was great. I'll link it if you haven't seen it yet. It is a really big brush for getting under your eyes, depending how much space you have there. By the way, I didn't put any eyeshadow under my eyes. I very often don't. Just because my eyes are a little droopy to begin with, and I always feel like sometimes if I put anything down there, it can really bring them down and make them very heavy. So if I want to look more youthful and lifted, I really just keep everything above, and I feel like on my eye shape that works really well. So if you're wondering, I always love to talk when I'm doing lip things. I don't know why, like I think I have the magic powers to get away with that, but I do it. So this is the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in Bear to Comment. And then this is such a fun color. This is the Hard Candy Velvet Mousse Matte in Spider Orchid. I say fun color, but it's really a nude, but it's a cool tone nude, which is what makes it a little bit different. And these smell so amazing. They smell like cupcakes, like icing. So that is it for this look. Did I forget anything? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I think it's just because I'm not using like the regular stuff that I always wear, so I feel like something is a little off, but it's really not, right? I think I look okay. All right, so last thing I just want to kind of go over quickly is just kind of some changes to my channel. I've mentioned this in a couple other videos where it's like I really would love some suggestions from you guys as to what you would like to see, because I am doing 5 videos a week. Like I'm doing as many as possible, and I have tons of ideas and things that I want to do. I'm doing the quick and dirty tips series, which basically is just allows me to bring you more videos because they don't take as long to film or edit. They're really just like 4, 5, 6 minute videos with just a few little tips here and there. A lot of you seem to love that, so thank you. Also, I'm not doing my lip diaries for a while. I'm going to bring it back in the fall, but at the moment it's just a little too much. Those videos are 5 minutes long. They take probably 10 hours to edit. Like, I'm not even kidding. They take a long time. And it's just a little too much for me right now on my plate to do that. I still love that I came up with that idea, and I love the way they turn out, but I can't do it now. When I have more time, I definitely will bring it back for sure. Samantha March started doing her, what is it? She basically does the same thing, except that she just talks about all the lip colors that she wore that month. Let me know if you'd like me to do that version of it. But I will bring back the other version. I feel like this part of my lip has not dried yet. Is that annoying anybody else? Like everything else is dried except for that. There. Let's just get rid of it. Also, I just came up with the idea of doing face of the day in review, which basically is like, for example, today you wouldn't see me apply the makeup. I would just come back 10 hours from now and I would review everything that's on my face. I'm probably going to be doing that once a week. I really loved the first time I did it. I thought it was a really fun way to kind of go through standout products, review them all at once. You can see how they actually wore through the day. So that's kind of another new series that I'm bringing to you. But I want to do way more reviews on my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of foundation, powder, like oily skin girl type reviews. Again, even if it's a product that I've owned for years, I will do an all-day review test on a few things. So if there's any product in particular you want to see me actually review or do an all-day wear test with it, please let me know also. Okay, that is it for today. I know this was like just a really chill, like not really too exciting video, but I still love spending time with you guys and I hope you enjoyed it. And that's it for today. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're speaking kindly to yourself, especially when you look in the mirror. I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.